Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will start this game off with the football. On the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time late in the season.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
Kick is in the air. And they'll just down it right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play, just making it happen?
There he goes! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Landry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. A run for the quarterback. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always around, just exhausted.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Fires into the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
Going to swing it on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking for a man. It's Darnold. Going downfield for the big play. And it's caught inside the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Landry. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
It's complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They go right back to their man on second and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And so how physical are you willing to be offensively at this point on third down coming up? Do you want to keep trying to run the football? I mean, you're right there at the goal line. How do you want to do it, though? You want to...
Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. They'll run this play from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's the pressure. Quarterback gets enough. There he goes. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired.
This is exactly why nobody wants a Jesse Palmer anymore. You want quarterbacks that can do that. Look at him, pick him up, put him down, just chewing up yards. It was supposed to be a pass, now turns it into a huge gain. Jesse Palmer never could do that.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Fung. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Line gets set, first down. To the air, it's Darnold. Floats it out in space. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Clowney. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Fires to the middle. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end. Getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3-and-out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Let's see what he can do with it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast. Take advantage of the clock. It's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Open space at the 25. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tigers want to move quickly. Might as well give it to him again. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw. It's Darnold. Touchdown, Memphis. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Dropping back, it's Darnold. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D-lineman have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds a man on the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On first and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
How good have they been on third down today? And another opportunity here on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on fourth and goal from the 4. Might be changing the route. The snap sets up to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. UTSA packed a wallop today. This was supposed to be a major road test, and instead it felt like a stroll down the Riverwalk there in San Antonio. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their third sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run it. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll go to the ground. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field, and this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll give it to the back. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Let's go. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Darnold. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they're blowing this team out. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Quickly to the tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. In that loss last week, he just never got comfortable. Threw 3 picks, but much better today.
Much better taking care of the football. Listen, being the leader, he made the one mistake, but did a good job moving on from it, leading this offense, and ultimately getting the dub today.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Back to throw, it's Darnold. Touchdown, Memphis! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's got him. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people...
He's got it along the sideline. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. The Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
It's caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They'll line up for a second down play.
Let's go.
Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the